David Hammer, we've been talking to him throughout the evening, talking about what's going on with the turbines and sewage and water board.
Yeah, he's been all around the metro area
Yes,
today.
yes.
He's been in Jefferson and in New Orleans as well, asking those tough questions about whether or not we're really prepared to handle this serious of a storm. So David is joining us live now in New Orleans with the latest on all of that. And David, where are you now? You were at the Superdome, where the Saints are not playing.
Well, right now, Katie and Charisse, I'm at the Ozanam Inn. It's one of the homeless shelters in the city. And what we're talking about now is the concern about the homeless population, particularly those in the homeless encampments that you see under Calliope underneath the highway bridge on the Pontchartrain Expressway. We were very concerned about that. Earlier today, we shot some footage of the encampment there on Calliope. Dozens of tents, bicycles, other personal effects for the folks who are staying there, and there's been an effort to try to get them off the streets and into safer shelter during the storm. So I asked Mayor LaToya Cantrell about that at a press conference this morning, and here's what she had to say.
We have been in constant collaboration and cooperation with our homeless partners, Unity being one of them as our lead in the state of Louisiana. We have all of our shelters that can accommodate those who are on the street right now. We have done the thorough documentation, and the movement of these individuals is ongoing. So we feel very confident in our ability to have the capacity to accommodate our homeless individuals that are currently on the street. The good news there, David, is that we began to move our street homeless population on last week back into a hotel accommodation, something that we did when we were on the front of COVID-19. Now, this was also aligned with our response to COVID-19 being in the midst still of this pandemic. So the movement that happened starting last week was not for hurricane preparedness. It was because we have been working diligently to accommodate our residents that we know we still have on the street. However, because of the storm coming our way, we are accelerating those efforts with our shelters that we have in our city and our homeless providers that are connected with our regional partners, if that makes sense.
And I'm joined right now by Bruce James. He's one of the night managers here at the homeless shelter. And we heard Mayor Cantrell say that they're accelerating their efforts to get people off the street. But I just drove by a few minutes ago on Calliope, and there's still about 24 tents out there and plenty of people just sitting in chairs. They have their bicycles out there. They don't appear to be moving. It seems to be about the same as it was earlier today. What are you seeing at your shelter?
Well, now we've had some vans drop some people off from underneath underneath the bridge. But that's home to them, and people do not like to be pulled away from their homes. As soon as they bring them into the yard, the vans will pull away, and the people will literally go back to their bicycles, to their tents, and to what's home for them, and that's what's comfortable for them. So most people don't like to be pulled out of their homes, no matter where they are.
So people are being told that this is super dangerous, that those tents could create a sail. They could, there could be, I can imagine that a lot of destruction could be caused by the heavy winds that we're expecting from Hurricane Ida, but they simply don't want to take the beds. Do you have how many beds available right now?
We have about 19 or 20 beds still available. Now, we were at full capacity when the vans dropped the people off, but as the vans left, so did the people. People find safety at home, no matter where it's at. This isn't home to them. Under the bridge is, so they much rather be at their home other than a really safe environment.
Is there anything else that can be done to try to protect those people and their belongings at this point, or is there just no convincing them because of that feeling that they want to be at their home under the bridge?
Well, it's disturbing to the mentally ill, but when someone is transparent about this is my safety, that's what they believe. You know, to me, my home, whether it's going to be shelter, whether it's still going to be light, that's safety to me. But to them, safety is where they know where they feed at.
Are you hoping to get those 20 or so beds filled by the end of the night tonight?
Absolutely. We're here to serve the people. And if they would come here, we take care of them. And that's what we're here for, just to take care of the people.
Thank you so much, Mr. James. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mr. David.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And again, this is the issue. It's going to be repeated again and again. You know, the effort to try to get people out of those street encampments. Unity of Greater New Orleans is the lead agency on that. And as much as they try to coordinate with the city and state partners, if they don't want to go, they are just not going to go. So for now, reporting live from downtown New Orleans, David Hammer, Eyewitness News.